This is my Skyblock server. You can join using the IP penguin.gg. The last episode, we created the netherite farm. This is it right here, as you can see. A pretty cool looking thing. Loads of ancient debris in there. It's not just a netherite farm. It gets me all the other ores as well. Very, very fast. We have the explosive armor that speeds that up. And there was a problem last episode. The only problem I had was not all the ores were getting picked up by the ore hoppers. And I didn't know why. And obviously, if all the ores aren't getting picked up, then I'm losing some and it's just kind of a waste. Well, I found out from you guys in the comments that these two ore hoppers were basically getting full of items, so they couldn't pick them up and they couldn't process them fast enough. So basically, I just need to add more ore hoppers. It's that simple. So I've gone to the auction house. I've gone to the ore hoppers. There's a load here. 3.5 million, but they've got 4 in stock. I'm just going to buy them all. I now have these 4 ore hoppers, so I can just put them around like this. And I can go and test this out and see if it works any better. I also do want to see, so if you remember in this chest, we have quite a lot of explosive fragments, but not enough to get any more of these up to level 3. But I'm going to go back to the auction house, because I told you guys to put them up for sale. So yeah, I'm going back to the auction house. Let's look at explosive fragments. There's some boots there, not very good. And this person put 140 for $1 million each. Well, I've got 2.05 billion, as you can see. I'll buy them all. Why not? And then I'm going back to the shop to see if there's many more. But the thing is, the stock's so low. This person wants 200 million for one. I just bought 147 for 147 million. So why anyone would do that, I have no idea. Basically, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to the crafting section. And I'm going to put these around. And we need 20 in each bit. So straight away, we've got 16 in each bit. I'm hoping that we have enough. I'm trying to think. I don't want... Let's go with half for now. In fact, no, we need 40. If I can count correctly. No, that's not correct. We need 36. No, that's not correct. 32. That's my final offer. And it was correct. All right, anyway. We have now got level 3 explosive armor, which is fantastic. I still need a lot more fragments to get the other ones, which is going to take some time, so I'm not going to upgrade them. But instead, we're just going to test this out. In fact, before I go and test it out, I'm a little bit peckish. So let's just go and... I think in this chest, yeah, I've got loads of it, so we'll go and... we'll eat 1 steak. In fact, do I eat 2 steaks? I can't eat 2 steaks. It doesn't really matter. I'm also going to break the old lucky block 10 times. There we go. We did it. And did we get anything good? We got Kit Explorer. I mean, these are kind of annoying because what happens is you just end up with loads of junk in your inventory. But I don't know if there's anything good. I mean, the pickaxe is okay. You know what? There's some sellable stuff there. I can't say no to free money. So let's sell all of that. Alrighty. And then these are, to me, are kind of useless. The golden apples, though, they can stay. I'm just making sure I don't throw away anything important, but I think that's all fine. Yeah, okay. We'll keep the gapples, though, because they look kind of cool. Although, also the explorer pickaxe. See you later. Just despawn. Look at that. They can go with my other 64 golden apples. Got loads of them, haven't I? Anyway, let's just go and test out this explosive armor. It's just going to basically mean it's going to explode more often, if that makes sense. As I said earlier, this is a very good pickaxe as well. In fact... can I upgrade it a little bit more? I'll have a little look. Doesn't seem to be too much apart from this. I mean, it's 20 million. I'm going to buy it. Why not? I'm going to go for it because at the moment I have Molten 4. I'm going to try and put Molten 5 in. Only a 35% chance, but it's protected, so we should be all right. Didn't get it, but it was worth a try. Instead, let's make sure we see if it can now keep up with all the ores. I want to not see a single ore. Oh, look at that. And picked them, almost all of them up. I mean, there's one there. But that was a pretty big explosion. And most of them got picked up. Maybe I need a few more ore hoppers still, because there's still some knocking about. It's when that explosive thing happens that it's a problem. I mean, when it's just a super breaker, it seems to generally keep up. But yeah, the explosive one, I think, seems to be the problem. And then there's a backlog. And as you can see, there's loads of stuff like that. Clon just purchased the penguin rank. That's pretty awesome. I just saw it in the bottom left. Anyway, back to mining. So I think I need a few more ore hoppers to keep up with the explosive moments. The thing is, there's plenty of ore hoppers for sale, so it's not a problem. This one's for 3 million. Let's go and buy it. And that gives me another 4. Perfect. Now I'm just going to put on the chunk borders because I've got to make sure both chunks have enough ore hoppers in them. As you can see, we've got something like this going. So I reckon if we have 2 here and then 2 here, you can see it's now covering both of the chunks. So any ores, there's no way that nothing gets picked up now. I mean... I'm pretty sure anyway. Oh, look at that. White tea as well. Got wither rank. GG. So back to mining we go. And I'm, yeah, pretty much just going to keep mining until an explosive moment happens. Well, I've been mining away here for quite some time. And from what I can tell, it's working with no problem. The storage system now seems to be keeping up very, very well indeed. How full is it all? I mean, it's not even fully filled up everything as well, which is good. So we've got loads of room to go at. And I've got loads of ancient debris. Obviously, I'm, well, last episode, I was working towards the netherite beacon. So I'm going to continue collecting all this up, making sure I've got it. I mean, the gold as well is probably worth grabbing, but it's harder to spot, isn't it? But only the gold blocks, really. I'm not going to get anything else. Yeah, a lot of netherite scrap from compared to before. What I'll quickly do is I'll use the super furnace, which does an item every second, which is pretty crazy. And a vote party happened, so I'm, of course, going to do it. It's voting for the server. It always brings good rewards for everyone. And this, once again, is no exception. So I'm going to get these used. I'm not going to sell anything just yet. I'm going to first grab all my netherite scrap and all of that netherite scrap. It's all done in there. Perfect. And then if we take all of this, I'm not sure how many ingots we're going to end up with, but I reckon a decent amount. You know, nothing crazy, but a good top up. A stack there. Another 46. So that brings us to a total of over 2 stacks. When turned into netherite blocks, probably not that much, actually, when all is said and done. We've got 14. Well, fantastic. 14 is better than nothing, I suppose. So I'll put those there. I'll just keep a stack of them there and do that. And then I think the rest can be sold. I might as well go and grab the sell wand, which is in... Oh, that's got 1 use left. The other one's got way more. And let's have a look. Anything to sell? Yeah, I tell you what, we might as well work from the top down. So we'll do that. Then we'll sell. We'll sell. We'll sell. Was that, this one needs selling as well? Fantastic. Loads of selling successfully done. I mean, they're going to slightly fill up because of the hoppers, but nothing too crazy. No, unless this one was full. Nah, there's nothing much. Oh, look, more netherite scrap. Nice. I'll gather that, of course. Can't say no to that. We'll just put it in the chest. Sell the rest of my inventory. Good stuff. Now, if you may also remember last time, I said I'm working towards the Farmer's Harvester, and that requires tier 1 in 6 different farming masteries. And right now, how many of those have we got? We have tier 1 in carrots, potatoes, and I think that might be it. Yep, that is it. So we need to improve that. That needs to improve for sure. So I'm going to harvest up all of the wheat, which is... It's not going to get me to that next mastery level, but it's going to put me in, you know, a step in the right direction at the very least. Or I think, like, the time after that I harvest this, it'll get me up there, which is good. And then I'll, in total, have 2 of them. No, well, I'll have 4 in total, and then there'll just be 2 left. The melon one as well is kind of getting there slowly but surely, as you can see. Okay, well, very slowly but surely. We've done 116 out of 500. I could just make a way bigger farm and speed the process up, but you know me. Just take my time. Let's take my time, SB. That's always what happens. So anyway, yeah, I'll get all this wheat planted. Then the beetroot needs to be harvested as well. And then from there, the farming side of things should look pretty good. There was also a daily mission to harvest 300 crops. Well, look at that. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Can't say no to that. We got 15,000, which is completely negligible after you look at how much I've got in the bank. But it's still a nice boost nonetheless. Oh, and the nether wart. I completely forgot about this, but I think it's also relevant that it does get harvested as well. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, or I should probably just be selling it, but it's always good. The nether wart mastery is actually coming along pretty good as well. With something like 323 out of 500, so that's not too shabby. And I also want to see where I am with the quest, because I think I'm now on the tier 4 missions. So let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, have I done any of them? No, 1,000 wheat, 1,000 sugarcane, and 500 pumpkins. That's going to be a challenge, that, because well, I mean, we don't have the biggest sugarcane farm, we don't have the biggest wheat farm, and we don't have a pumpkin farm. Oh, well, I guess I will start by harvesting. So if I do the top ones first, and then the bottom ones, is that better? I think it seems to be better, doesn't it, towards the masteries, so I might as well, you know, get twice as much out of it when I'm doing this. All in all, I'm kind of happy with where the sugarcane is. I think the biggest thing now is just the size of the island. I've got to make some bigger farms. For example, we need a way bigger pumpkin and melon farm. Like, if we want to do that quest, we want to get that to tier whatever, we need to do that. Sugarcane farm, that's going to need to be bigger. The wheat farm, it's all going to need to be bigger. So it's time, I think, to expand the island. Expand the islands, what could that possibly mean? Well, if I just show the world border, as you can see, I'm pretty much at the edge on all the areas. So if we go to /IS upgrades, we can then change the island size for 100,000 sky coins, and we can double it. Now I have to actually deposit them, and I've got 4 million sky coins, so I'm just going to put 1 million in. No, you know, I'm going to put 1.1 million in. Then we increase the size, and I think I'm going to increase it again. It's only 250,000 sky coins to do it again. Let's do that. And now it's going to be at its max level. Doesn't look like it, I know. That's because you got to relog, ladies and gentlemen. And when we go back to Skyblock, as you can see, it's way, way, way bigger. Much more room to work with, so we can make some much, much bigger farms. Now, I did go ahead and sell all my cobblestone, and I don't think... I've got 2 slabs in that one, and that's about it. So, it's back to the mining, where I'll just spend a little bit of time there, get a load of cobblestone, then we can expand that you know, the size in that way. And I also will probably... I don't know which I'll focus on first. I think maybe the pumpkin farm's the one that needs focusing on the most, because it's very small at the moment, basically. So I'll probably do that first. In fact, I said it's very small at the moment. It's actually non-existent as the pumpkin farm. It's more than small. Look at that. Loads of items. All of them went into the hoppers there. We just got a little explosion thing. Yeah, so those guys are working very well over there. In fact, let's have a quick look, a quick gander. How much we got? We got 5 cobblestone, a bunch of stone. That's all good. I mean, stone, cobblestone. The problem is, I'd rather it be cobble because everywhere else is. You know what? Why am I doing this? I'm rich. Rich people don't go mining themselves. They go to the shop and buy the cobblestone they need. I'm going to buy 1, 2, 3 stacks. Then I'm going to turn them into slabs like so. And now we've got so many slabs. And I think let's work this out. So we need to harvest 500 wheat. I think this is something like 200 here. Actually 187 in total, and I need to harvest 1,000. So I reckon it's well worth just expanding it out this way. Maybe so it's something like 250, something like that. And what I'll do is I'll use the space beyond it for the pumpkin farm. I didn't have to buy the island expansion. I could have just built the farm upwards. But you know what? I like to have things spread out this time. I also think that all of this could be sugarcane. All I'll have to do is waterlog a load of slabs, which is a little bit of effort. But I think I might as well start on it now. So let's first go ahead and turn these back into normal dirt. It's just required putting slabs on top, and then I have to mine them all back up. Next, we need all the water. And the good thing is, loads of buckets. I actually bought so many buckets last episode and chucked all of them away, and I probably should have kept them. But what I'll do is I'll just... Oh, not like that. I was going to say I'll fill my inventory of water, but it needs to be an infinite water source for that to have any chance. So we'll pick it up from the same spot. That's what we want to be doing. So that's it completely full. In fact, if I just get rid of that, and you know what, let's try... The problem is here, I would have had loads of space, but I bought loads of slabs when I didn't need to just yet. So, we'll go... I'm just getting sidetracked too easily, aren't I? Anyway, let's go and put all of these down like so, and then we'll grab it, restock the hotbar, and yeah, this is it. Now, this is a very inefficient way, isn't it, to do it, because it would make more sense just to have like a flowing water or some sort of infinite water system, water source system. But anyway, I'm not worrying about that because I think it's the nicest looking way to do it, and I think that's what matters at the end of the day. Is this... It's consistent all the way across as well, which is perfect. So, yeah, we'll do this. You know, the water doesn't flow out from the slabs, anything like that. It all stays together, which is nice. So we'll once again refill all of the buckets. I need to be stood in the right spot so that I don't destroy the water source again. And from there... Oh, need to refill that. From there, we can just once again continue filling in all of the spaces. And that is... mission accomplished. I'll go and put all of these back in the chest. I think keeping a few water buckets is fine as well, isn't it? You know, worth having 1 or 2 of them there. We can get those 2 slabs. Then I need more sugarcane. Hey, look at this. One's grown. How many do I need to get to that next mastery? 320. I mean, we're not too far away. If we just kind of keep, I think, plugging away at this farm, it'll be fine. I can always expand it a little bit further as well, the other direction if I want to. I could have made it so much more efficiently built, couldn't I? I'm doing it the hard way, but I'm trying to make it look aesthetically nice. If anybody says anything, it's all about aesthetics. There we go. This is now the beautiful sugarcane farm. We'll just chuck those back in there. I don't think there's anything else in here that's needed. There's no wheat seed, so I'm not worried about that. What I need to do now is buy a load of dirt, and then this can be expanded outwards. I don't know how far I want to expand it. I mean, a decent amount, I'd say. I mean, we've got all this space to work with. We might as well put in some effort. I think this will be big enough for me to get that quest done relatively quickly. So let's go and bring it round to there. I mean, I'll probably end up making it even bigger than this, actually. But we'll just start right now with this and then kind of work it outwards further and further. But I've not used a lot of dirt here. What we do? I don't know, another couple of stacks worth. And we want it to be big. The thing is, yes, right now I'm using this for wheat. But later on, I'm going to be able to use it for something else like potatoes or any other thing. So I will be able to switch it up anyway. So it might as well be a big space. You know, once it's farmland for life, isn't it? So let's add a few more there. There we go. I reckon once these are all filled in, we've probably got enough, haven't we? And I'm not going to yet expand it going the other way. I don't need to worry too much about that. Instead, I'll focus on putting some slabs around the outside. So let's kind of expand this pathway. We could even extend the sugarcane farm even more. Should I do that as well? I reckon we do. Okay, so let's go like this all the way down like so. I just want it to be, you know, a decent width. And then with this extra dirt, yeah, I'll get doing that. The thing is, yes, we can expand the sugarcane farm, and sugarcane is useful. You know, it's an easy thing to farm. But I don't want to place all the water again. Bad enough for placing water. I'm going to put, I think, this so it goes all the way around the outside. Let's just do the same thing here, and then continue up to the edge. Add an extra one on the corner, and then bring it round. So yeah, just bring it around so it connects up to there. There we go. All done. Now I need to get my hoe out, which we have one right here. So I'm going to, yeah, fill in all of this. And then we just need the wheat to plant. I think I sold all the wheat seeds because, you know, I wasn't thinking far ahead enough, was I? So I'll probably have to wait for those other ones to grow before this can be planted. I could buy them, but it seems it's just very bad economically to sell the wheat and then buy it back. Top 5 players with those potato farmed in 10 minutes. Well, I'm afraid we're not farming potatoes right now, ladies and gentlemen. So that is not going to happen. So let's now use the rest of the dirt to continue doing some strips along. We could, in theory, also increase the nether wart farm if we wanted to. I'm not going to, but I could if I wanted. So we'll do this. I'd like to say that I'm going to do this all the way so it's as long as that, and that would look good, but I don't know if I will. We'll see how I feel when I've done it a few times. I think I can. You know, let's stop being lazy and let's put in the effort. So we'll continue bringing that all the way along. I've noticed the higher the tier level of missions, the harder they get. The longer, you know, the more work. But if you work your way through the missions, by the time you're done, you're going to have a pretty OP island, aren't you? You know, you're going to have everything you need, more or less. And I think that is the good thing always to remember. You know, yes, this is taking a bit of time, but I needed to build bigger farms anyway, so it's kind of points you in the right direction. It's almost like the missions are partly a tutorial as well, aren't they? So I think that's a nice thing. But yeah, I'll just get the rest of this sugarcane down. And it's uneven anyway. Look at this. Doesn't even match up properly. What am I going to do about this? I could make that one longer and then have more dirt along it. You know what? I say we do it. In the name of symmetry, we make it one longer. That's literally the only reason why it'd be worthwhile. So we'll go add all. So this is why I should have done the sugarcane farm bit first, really, shouldn't I? Then I would have known, but I didn't really plan to expand the sugarcane originally. So these slabs go all the way up there. Then these ones have to be removed. The dirt can go down and it can be tilled. It was not a big job to extend it by one at all. So yeah, I'm glad I did it. Like I say, I'm not going to put all the water down. It's just too much effort. But that's in a good spot. The melon, I'm gonna do the melons. I mean, at some point, yeah, the expansion so that we have a massive pumpkin farm is gonna need to happen. Because how many pumpkins was it we need? 500. We need to break 500 pumpkins. So yeah, that's a big job. I think instead of do that big job, you know, I'll have it on the back burner. It will be a plan. But in the meantime, let's just get the sugarcane farm done. Then I don't have to think about it. Then I know at least with the wheat and the sugarcane, we're pretty much, you know, on the right track for getting it all done, which I think is a good place to be. We got any spare water buckets in here at all? No, but we filled the inventory up with water. So yeah, we'll just go along here. There's no easy way to do this, really, is it? It's just going to be a lot of running backwards and forwards. And then we just pick up the buckets, put more in. I'm also going to just clear out all of this space. There we go. And then we continue with that. And the water is now done, as well as all the sugarcane placed down. Well, it would be, but I missed the block. There we go. I didn't think I was going to have enough to fill in the entire lot. I can actually sell this now. And we are going to be able to do that sugarcane quest and the mastery very quickly now, actually, which is very nice. So I'll keep all that there. That's fine. Yeah, slab-wise, we can kind of increase it. We do have a bit of wheat that's grown. I mean, I have bone meal, so there's not really any excuse. Did I just break 2 by mistake? Oh, well. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, there is plenty of this that we can go ahead and just kind of pick up like this and use to extend proceedings. When you use fortune, you get quite a lot of seeds, don't you? Let's go. We've got loads of bone meal, haven't we? I think I've got loads of bones. Is it in this chest? I've got a decent amount, haven't I? Any over there? No. But well, what we'll do is we'll use it to kind of bone meal all the ones that look like they've pretty much grown. So then it's just one bone meal for a bit of wheat. In fact, some of them have grown. There's a few over here as well. So with all of these being harvested, the bone meal's coming in nicely. We've got plenty of seeds. We're going to be able to plant it. By the next episode, I reckon all the wheat's going to be grown. I don't know if we're going to actually complete the quest next episode, but we'd be able to put things in a pretty good position for it, wouldn't it? Because, yeah, I'm saying I've definitely got enough seeds to finish it. I think I have. In fact, yeah, I must have, because I've got another stack just waiting right here, so we could get all of that down. And things are looking very, very good. The sugarcane's growing as well, which is nice. I'm not going to harvest it until it's a lot taller than that. I think I can sell the rest of this wheat and the seeds. So let's get rid of those. I am also just going to quickly use my pickaxe to do a load of mining, because I do once again have Super Breaker available. So, you know, whenever you've got it available, I always think it's worth it, isn't it? Just to do a load of mining, break a load of blocks very, very fast indeed. And we're almost at mining level 500. I think I've got to go for it. I think I will. That's a nice place just to finish, isn't it? Get to mining level 500. There we go. And we get a fancy sound effect in the background. That's nice. And I got a pet egg. Oh, well, what did we get? A cow pet. Oh, perfect. Things are starting to look pretty good for the island, which we can't use that. That's sad.